Hey Jewel fans!
I'm Chris.
And I'm Ronnie from the Jewel Writers Archive.
We're here today as part of our Archive Showcase segment, where we talk about toys and memorabilia from Gwenevere and the Jewel Writers, obviously.
Right. So today we're going to be talking about fast food toys.
Yay!
I adore fast food toys. I really do. I've always loved the charm of them. And it's like, it also holds the memories of having the food. Now, granted, my usual memories are from McDonald's and it involves like the Disney toys, it involves Barbie, things like that.
Right.
But Princess Gwenevere never made it to McDonald's.
No.
She didn't even make it to Burger King.
Yeah.
She made it to Long John Silver's. So, honestly, I didn't even know Long John Silver's had toys.
I didn't like fish as a kid, so we never went there.
I liked Hush Puppies. Those were good. But it's so interesting because I do remember actually seeing these during the time that Long John Silver's was offering these as a promotion. Now it's interesting because I have looked up Long John Silver's toys since then to find these.
Yeah.
And they did release other things.
Yeah.
Like there have been other name brand toys. It's just, again, you never really hear about them.
Right.
So on here, this is the branded lunch sack that would have been given with the meal. So the meal bag has the logo of Long John Silver's, and as it so often is, there was a girl toy and there was a boy toy.
Yeah.
So the girl toy obviously was Princess Gwenevere, but the boy toy was Sky Surfer Strike Force.
So I think it's, these are both properties from Amazing Adventures, and I think it's interesting. I think maybe it's because of this particular promotion, but I've always kind of felt like these shows were like a brother-sister
the boy and the girl
combo.
version?
Yeah.
I think it was because of this.
Yeah, I'm sure that's stuck in my head.
The marketing worked.
Yeah.
The marketing worked. So it has this beautiful imagery. Again, this is a feature from the style guide. So the style guide has Sunstar rearing up with Gwenevere riding on her. And it features this rainbow, which is an interesting colored rainbow because it's orange, yellow, and then blue, like a teal.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have the colors of the rainbow.
I'm pretty sure I had some snow boots as a kid that had that exact color pattern on it.
Maybe those were the boy rainbow.
Maybe.
So since you had Sky Surfer Strike Force, he couldn't be seen with a full-fledged rainbow. Sorry, Rainbow Bright fans. Apparently rainbows are not boy appropriate. Although I'm partial to it, but that's just me. So on the side of the bag, there was games that were featured, and this is a really fun game because it's one of those mazes. So it has Gwenevere on the top, and it says, "Help Princess Gwenevere find Spike, Archie, and Sunstar." The other toys that were featured in the series. So it uses imagery that is basically the toys. So the Gwenevere that's featured on this side, the Archie, the Spike, the Sunstar, that's artwork of the toys. Right. So it's kind of interesting that they didn't use the style guide artwork or anything like that. They used pictures of the toys.
They hired some internal artist to design,
Now maybe that was thought ahead of wise, so if you had a toy, you would want to find each of the toys, and it was like, wow, this one matched up to my toy.
Right.
So it's this fun little game, and you would lead Gwenevere all the way throughout the path. Hopefully you didn't get lost somewhere, and then you ended up on the other side. Now the other side of the back features, I guess, the Sky Surfer one. And it says, find these words hidden in the letters below. The words might be forwards, backwards, or even upside down. So it was a letter search. So apparently the boy version of this was a word search. Girls liked mazes. Maybe that's how it goes. So the words that you were looking for was Sky Surfer 1, Crazy Stunts, Cybron, Skyboard, Amazing Adventures, and Strike Force. So again, a lot of actually names that I recognize. I remember the only reason why I ever came across Sky Surfer Strike Force on the television was because it was usually in syndication after Gwenevere. Right. So if my videotape that my grandpa was recording, if he always recorded it a little bit longer, so at the end of Gwenevere was always Sky Surfer Strike Force. So I always watched the opening sequence.
And it's a really cool,
it is a neat sequence.
Pretty gorgeously animated show. Yeah, beautiful Japanese animation. So,
and that was my exposure to Sky Surfer Strike Force. Beyond that, I really didn't watch the episodes.
Yeah.
And then on the back, there's more advertisement. So it says, collect all 8 toys meaning that there was 4 from Gwenevere and 4 from Sky Surfers. Then the Amazing Adventures logo was also featured on the back of the bag as well. And then you have, again, the logo, and then you have Princess Gwenevere, Archie, Spike, and Sunstar, along with the Skyboard, Cybron, Sky Surfer 1, and Crazy Stunt. So those were the characters that were available from Sky Surfer Strike Force. It also says, 1 with each kid's meal at participating locations while supplies last. It also states, now on video, available where videos are sold.
Yes.
So there was cross-promotion between the videos, between the toys, Amazing Adventures. There was really some great marketing with this.
Yeah.
I really do enjoy the artwork of the characters on the back of the box. I enjoy the maze. It's really fun. And then the front of the bag as well. So once we got our Long John Silver's meal bag, in the inside, we found the toys.
Yes.
Right, so...
Also fried fish.
Well, in addition to other things, right. So, again, there were 4 different toys.
Yes. So we had Spike, Archie,
Guinevere, and Sunstar.
Yeah. So these are wonderful toys.
You have a couple of collections.
I do.
Of these.
I don't know what it is about these, but every time I see them reasonably priced on eBay, I think I'm the one who buys them.
Note to the eBay sellers out there.
I don't know what it is about them, but I love them. Out of all of them, I think Archie is my favorite.
Just because there was never an Archie toy.
Because he's the perfect size to put with the regular figures. And you can have an Archie then, who's such a major character of the show.
Right.
You know, he really kind of binds the whole team together a little bit. So I love him. We have an open one here, which you can see. Just with with his red vest and his spectacles and...
It's very cute.
Yeah.
Now, on the packaging, also to note, it does have, I guess this was around the time that we were starting to put caution. So you have the clear plastic wrap, you have the advertisement, which we'll go over in a little while, and then on the back, it does have a caution statement. So it says, caution, plastic bags can be dangerous. To avoid danger of suffocation, keep this bag away from babies and children, safety tested for children of all ages, made in China. And then it gives the copyright of Princess Gwenevere the Drawers, 1995, Sky Surfer Strike Force, 95, Ruby Spears Productions, Inc., Ashi Productions Company Limited, distributed by Bobot Entertainment. So again, Gwenevere and Sky Surfer Strike Force were both distributed by Bobot.
By Bobot.
Right.
Yeah. So each of them also has this insert inside of them. You can open it up. There is the Gwenevere logo with all of the characters available in the meals. And it has little descriptions of each of the characters. So, Princess Gwenevere rides the wings of destiny to save Avalon, the jewel-powered kingdom, aided by her animal best friend. And then Sunstar is Princess Guinevere's loyal best friend and confidant. And then Spike is a purple panther, protector, and bodyguard to Princess Guinevere's friend Tamara. I don't know if bodyguard would quite fit the description.
Well, he sacrificed himself in Jewel Quest.
And then the last one is, of course, Archie, a wise, nearsighted owl who is counselor and caretaker to Princess Gwenevere and her jewel riders.
Right.
So you open it up, there's a free offer for a Long John Silver's magazine, National Wildlife Federation. You get like a Ranger Rick magazine. I don't know if anybody had those as kids. I mostly saw them in like dentist offices.
Now there is actually a fun cross promotion because during the watch and win, Laura Dean, who voiced the commercial, says that you have the opportunity when you look for the special code word that you could win Princess Gwenevere the toys, or you could win the National Federation magazines that you were talking about.
Okay.
Hey, all you jewel-powered kids! Ride the wild magic with Princess Gwenevere and the Jewel Riders this weekend on Amazing Adventures for a special Jewel Power promotion. Join the heroic Jewel Riders on a quest to learn the secret code words. Watch for the secret Jewel Power code word this Sunday. Write it down along with your name, age, and address. Send it to your local station for a free National Wildlife Federation magazine and a chance to win dazzling Jewel Rider toys from Kenner.
So there was an opportunity for you to win these magazines as well. So there was cross promotion between, I guess, Long John Silver's and then also these as well.
Okay. And yeah, so there's a couple of coupons in here for $1 off either a VHS of Sky Surfer Strike Force or Gwen. And then
And something to note about these ones, so the instant coupon, manufacturer coupon, the expiration date on this one is February the 1st of 97. So,
I'm sorry to say, you cannot redeem this coupon anymore.
It is expired, unfortunately. It's $1 off of any coupon. As Chris was saying, instant savings with any purchase of a Princess Gwenevere and the Jewel Riders video, available wherever videos are sold. Consumer, there is a warning on here. It does say, offer limited to stock on hand. Any other use is fraudulent. No rain checks. Not valid if copied or reproduced. Although this is already a black and white.
Yeah.
Perhaps though on the back it is color, so maybe that's how they knew that it wouldn't be a copy. And it says the consumer must pay the sales tax. The cash value is 1/100th of a 1 cent. And the offer expires again February the 1st of 97. There are also the retailer. There was a note to the retailer. It says, we will reimburse you the full value of this coupon plus 8 cents handling provided you receive it from a consumer purchasing the specified products. Adequate proof of purchase must be submitted upon request. Coupon may not be reassigned or transferred, and any other use constitutes fraud. Void or prohibited, taxed or restricted by law. Mailed to Long John Silver's coupon. It gives their Michigan mailing address. But only at participating stores. Retailers must redeem within 30 days after the expiration date. And again, this was for the live entertainment. Now, something fun on this advertisement as well is that it does feature the Jewel Quest video, whereas other advertisements were always featuring Song of the Rainbow.
Right.
So this one is featuring Jewel Quest. And again, this one has a 97 expiration, so I'm guessing this was released in 96. Again, on the Full Circle VHS, it did have Jewel Quest as the advertisement video. So they were using Jewel Quest as the advertisement. And then on the back, there's a fun full-color imagery of Sky Surfer Strike Force and also Princess Gwenevere and the Jewel Riders. Again, that fun image of the 3 girls holding out their jewels with the Crystal Palace in the background and the logo and the Amazing Adventures and the Family Home Entertainment logo behind the coupon of the corresponding VHS.
So, onto the toys?
Definitely.
Okay. So, we already talked about Archie a little bit. Is there anything you wanted to add on him?
Aside from the fact, as you said, that he's the perfect size for your dolls. He really is just an adorable character. The way that they had sculpted him, they gave him feathers, they gave him this very adorable pose, and he really is perfect.
Yeah.
He's perfect to go along with the rest of your dolls.
Right. I think the next one is Spike. So, this is the second Spike available. There is a Spike available with Jewel Adventure Deluxe Tamara, which features, the magnetic feature that you can raise and lower his head with her magnetic jewel. Interestingly, this Spike also has his eyes closed.
He always has his eyes closed.
Yeah.
Tamara's babies are always sleeping.
Yes.
As we did mention in a previous showcase when we were talking about Tamara, we had mentioned that the sugar that was in production, her eyes were going to be closed as well. And then Tamara magically would reveal her to be awakened.
So I like this little Spike. He has aside from his closed eyes, he has a very mischievous look on his face. He's got his nose and his collar are painted pink. And he's got this wonderful blue detailing around his muzzle.
Right.
A really cute figure. He can also fit, I think, size-wise.
Oh, most definitely.
With the toys.
Most definitely. And the detailing continues to the back of the toy. Sometimes the backs get forgotten.
Right.
But on the back of Spike, he does have his little tufts of hair. They are sculpted.
He's got his one little ear flopping over a little bit. Yeah, he's a very cute figurine.
Right. Now, the next one is Sunstar. So Sunstar, not proportionate to the rest of your dolls. This is not going to be the perfect thing to use with your doll collection. But I like Sunstar. I think that it's a fun little toy, especially for being something that was given away in a meal.
It's quite heavy.
It is. This almost feels like the type of figures that you would have bought separately, like what you would have gotten, whereas a typical a meal toy would have been a hard plastic.
Yeah.
These ones are much more of a soft plastic. Again, they feel like the type of figurine that you would go to the store and you would buy.
Right.
So Sunstar is beautiful in design. She has, now interesting enough, her wings are pink. So not exactly color scheme to the show.
No.
The wings definitely are smaller as well than what in scale to the rest of her, what she would have typically had in the show. So in addition to the pink wings that aren't quite on model,
Now, the inside of her wings on the show are pink.
they
though,
are,
right?
but I don't think the
No, the
inside of her
outside.
wings are on the outside on this particular toy. And the feathering, though, is really pretty.
Yeah,
Again,
it's
not
nice.
quite the same feathers that it looks like in the
Right,
show.
right.
So it's a little bit different, a little bit unique.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I like her so much.
Yeah.
Either that or maybe it's just a pretty
Yeah.
pink unicorn
Yeah.
with blonde hair.
I think
That's
she's
kind of a soft
I
spot
think
for
she's
me.
really lovely because she represents Sunstar before she becomes bonded to Gwen.
Right.
I think that's one thing that I really like about her.
Whereas the Spike has this
Has the
heartstone
little
on
heart-
his collar.
Mhm.
This one is pre-bonded Sunstar because
Yeah.
she doesn't have a jewel on her.
Mhm.
And her face is really nicely done. Sometimes, especially meal toys, their eyes could be a little
Yes,
crooked or
yes.
off-center, but Sunstar's just looking at you with this adorable little smile. She's just happy as can be. She's really, really fun with her little horn on top. Really a great toy. The way that she stands, the pose,
Yeah.
perfect.
Perfect. I love her.
Perfect.
And last but not least, Princess Gwenevere herself.
Right.
I love this Gwen. I think I've stated before my love for her adventure jacket outfit.
I call her Jacket Gwen.
Jacket Gwen, yeah. And she's in her pink jacket with her boots and her leggings. Her hair's up in her big ponytail. She's doing that sort of classic one arm out pose that she does in some of the style guide artwork.
And most of the marketing
Yeah,
and
and the marketing
advertising.
and advertisements. I think, again, another thing to note is that this Gwen is pre-Sunstone because you can see on her arms and on her belt she has a star, which is the symbol that Queen Anya wears in the show, which is Gwen's symbol before she gets bonded with the Sunstone and Sunstar. So it's almost like this is a pack of Jewel Quest figures, is what it almost feels like, between the Spike and the unbonded Gwen and Sunstar and Archie. So it ties into Jewel Quest quite a bit.
Oh, that's a great behind-the-scenes story. Now, Gwenevere is a little unique in the rest of the figures, whereas Sunstar can stand by herself, Spike, Archie can stand by herself. Guinevere's little legs can't support her.
They can't.
So they can't support her, so they had to put her on a base. So she is sitting on a pink base.
Mhm.
That's where she stands. And for me, her face as well, it's not quite as charming as Sunstar's.
No,
but
the molding's a little soft and the features are a little soft.
Right, there's not as pronounced, but at least she's not cross-eyed.
Right.
She looks good. She looks like a toy that you would want to play with. So it's a fun little toy. Yeah, I like them. And I think that it also, we were talking earlier about how the artwork on the bag looks like the toys.
Right.
The artwork on the insert looks like the toys. So again,
Yeah,
you
here,
have...
I'll hold up the bag again so you can see the artwork.
So you just have consistency between the toy, the artwork, and then what is featured on the front of the paper as well. So all of them are just so similar in design consistency. It's a fun little treasure trove. I mean,
Yeah.
who knew that you could find these at Long John
Yeah, I
Silver's?
certainly didn't as a child, so
Right.
I'm excited to find them as an adult, and maybe that's why I keep buying them.
It's a very fun find. Well, we hope that you enjoyed learning all about the Long John Silver's meal toys.
Yeah, and if you liked this video, please comment and subscribe.
Make sure to tell your friends too, because you want to stay up to date on the latest Princess Gwenevere and the Jewel Riders news. So make sure to follow.
Yeah, exactly. So with that, friends together.
Friends forever.
All right.
Bye.
By the magic of the Sunstone, you're tuned into the Jewel Riders Archive.